Hi, Gina here, and welcome to this free training on the top 3 mistakes that business owners make while selling online. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we are. Let me know if you can see those slides okay. All right, so let's get started. Welcome to the top 3 mistakes business owners make while selling online. I'm Gina Decker, and I work with business owners who are wanting to set up their shopping cart and create products and services and courses. I've done over 45 launches and stopped counting after 45. I've worked with many business owners who've launched, and today I'd like to share the common mistakes that business owners make when they're launching so that you can avoid those mistakes. Now, you're in the right place if you want to grow your business by selling online products and services from your website. You're budget conscious, you want to avoid those launch mistakes that I said were so common, and you'd like to launch in as little as 4 weeks. It is possible. Now, what can a launch do for your business? First, it can bring in a quick cash infusion, and that's always nice when you're in business. So a launch isn't necessarily your monthly client income, it's on top of whatever you normally offer in your business. And maybe this is a course that you teach twice a year, and so you launch twice a year. Now, this is also a good way to get content out in a bigger way. So you won't be playing small, and you'll be attracting your ideal clients and students. And once you have the hang of this, you can rinse and repeat. So you can launch as many times as you'd like. Now let's go from 0 to 60 in 4 easy steps with our little race car. Now, if you're wanting to launch a product or service, you're going to need a simple sales funnel for a launch to be most effective. So this is really just 4 pages. Usually it includes a free gift, the thank you page for the free gift, the sales page, and its thank you page. So a lot of times people make this really complicated, and it doesn't have to be. And you're in the right place if you want to launch within the next 4 weeks, or you want to plan a launch that takes about 4 weeks to prepare for. So this doesn't have to be a year-long endeavor, and it can be very fast, lucrative, and easy. Now, to get started, I do recommend having your program title and outline. So if this is a course that you're teaching, you'd want to have the course title that speaks to the needs of your audience and a tentative price. You can always put it on sale later, and you can always change your launch date later if you need to. Now, what is a shopping cart, and why would you want to launch with a shopping cart? Well, I personally use WooCommerce, which is a plugin for WordPress. It's free to download and install. And I like WordPress because that gives me control of the sales and the reports and the tracking and the follow-up. So I don't rely on an outside source or program to do that. And it just gives me more control and peace of mind that everything is working as it should. So a shopping cart is simply a way to sell your products and services. They could be physical products like t-shirts or jewelry, but they could also be coaching services or a coaching package or an online course that you want to deliver. So you have a lot of different options, and you can deliver them all with WooCommerce. Now, a launch is a way to promote. So usually the shopping cart items are on your website on a shop page. And so if you want to drum up excitement for a certain product or service, then I recommend doing a launch. And so that will increase your sales, and it's usually in a set time frame. So the sale ends at a certain amount of time, and then people can take advantage of the sale, and then the cart closes. Now, when you are launching, I do recommend having email copies. So at least 3 emails announcing the sale and reminding people that the sale is going on, and then a cart close email, and then have social media graphics. So you'll want to have the right size graphics to share to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you're wanting to promote. And then your sales page is important. This could be just a summary sales page, so it doesn't have to be a long form sales page, but the sales page is where people will go and check out. And so if you have a shopping cart, you'll link this to your WooCommerce product, for example. Or if you're just using PayPal, which is a payment processor, then you can link to the PayPal buy button. So it can be very simple. So that sales page is important, but you don't want to overthink it. Now, conversion talks about how people come to your opt-in page for your freebie, and the freebie needs to be related to the product or service that you're launching. And if they opt in by adding their name and email address to that page and hitting submit, it goes into your email marketing system. So I use BirdSend, but you could use MailChimp or ConvertKit, Aweber. There's a bunch others out there that are really good. So that's called conversion, when people go to that landing page and they opt in. And then you'll also have conversion stats for the sales page. So people will land on the sales page, read through the copy, and buy. And so that will be a converted sale. Now you can use a shopping cart for evergreen items and also time-sensitive items. So I have, for example, courses that I teach maybe once or twice a year. And so I launch during a certain time, and then I announce the launch, and then the cart closes. And so after that, I don't necessarily take down the product, but I take it off sale. And so usually people aren't buying it when I'm not actively teaching it, although I will have an evergreen option after I've taught that live class. Now, this is the most common mistake that I see. So the first mistake that I see is that business owners don't have niche clarity before they're launching. So a niche is simply a distinct segment of the market. And so you're not marketing to everyone. And this is important because if you're running Facebook ads, you have to select an audience or other groups that your potential audience might be part of. And so you'll want to do a little bit of market research to make sure that there is a niche for what you're offering, because you could create as many products as you want, but if there isn't a niche and interest for that, then you could be wasting time and money. So here's a sad but true story. I know a business owner who wanted to make an impact, and she was a very smart, intelligent person. She was heart-centered. She purchased what she thought were the right systems, but she didn't really know what systems might be optimal for her and her budget. She didn't really know her niche, so she created a teleclass that was $997, so almost $1,000, and she didn't really get any feedback or have conversations about what people wanted from her. So that ended up failing the first time around she launched, even though she offered many webinars, and the offer just didn't sell. And so she didn't get a single sale to this product even after many attempts to launch. So she ended up shutting down her business after only a few years, and I don't want this to happen to you. Now, the second mistake that I see is that business owners are what I call creating an offer in a vacuum. So they're not necessarily having conversations with people who might be interested in buying their products or services or courses. So what I recommend is setting up a scheduling software. So I use Calendly, which just allows people to go to a page, look at my schedule, grab a spot, and talk to me, and it sends them a confirmation. So Calendly has a free level account. You can also look at Acuity. There's a bunch of other Calendly type softwares or scheduling softwares available. So you'll just want to pick the one that works best for you. So you'll offer that discovery session. And then once you get somebody on the phone, you'll take really good notes about what they say that they want. Now, that has to align with your skills, talents, and direction. And so if that's not something that you want to offer, then you can graciously refer them to somebody else. And once you have this information, you can post a poll in a Facebook group or do an assessment or a survey, and that will also help you collect data so that you're not just making products based on a hunch. And so this information that comes directly from a potential client's conversation with you can be used on your sales page and in your marketing copy. And it's very effective when you do it that way. Now, the third mistake that I notice business owners making is that they're choosing the wrong systems for their budget. So everybody has a different business model, a different budget. And so sometimes we're following somebody that we admire, or maybe they're at a next level that we're not at yet. And that can be a mistake because oftentimes they're using systems that cost a lot more per month than what you may want to start with or what you'll be comfortable starting with. So I recommend just some current popular systems. So you'll want at least an email marketing system for your launch, and that just helps automate those emails to multiple people. And so an example of this is Aweber. MailChimp has a free account level. ConvertKit has a free account level. I personally use BirdSend because it doesn't have a free level, but it's more inexpensive than some of the other options available. So you'll just want to use a system that works best for you and that makes sense when you're setting it up. And if you have a virtual assistant, these systems that I mentioned are very commonly supported by virtual assistants. Now, if you're wanting a bigger launch, meaning you have a budget from maybe $100 a month to $1,000 a year, you might want to use one shopping cart. So that's an all-in-one system. And that includes the email marketing system that I mentioned. So you wouldn't need Aweber on top of one shopping cart. And so you'd have the email marketing system, you'd have affiliate tracking, and you'd have the shopping cart all under one roof. And then another common system that I see in bigger launches is Simplero. And so you'd want a budget of at least $1,000 per year to renew Simplero, but it gives you the affiliate tracking, the email marketing system, a website where you can market and put sales pages on, and also a membership area where you can load your course materials and your PDFs and protect them there. So that's a good value if you have a bigger business, but it's not necessarily a good value if you're just starting out and this is your first launch. One of my favorite plugins for WordPress to track affiliates, meaning an affiliate is helping you promote, and you'll just give them a unique URL, which will track how many people opt in and how many people buy your product from their link. You can do this very inexpensively. It's something like less than $50 one time. And so you buy this plugin and you'd set it up very simply. And so that doesn't cost as much as Simplero or one shopping cart, and you can still have an affiliate launch. Now, if you don't have a live website, I recommend getting lead pages. And so you can do a trial account with lead pages. You can pay month to month or by the year and get a little bit of a discount by paying that way. And so that creates high converting opt-in pages and landing pages, and they also track your conversions for you. So that's really nice. Now, the shopping cart that I really like and recommend is WooCommerce, and that's made by Automatic, which is the same company that makes WordPress. And so WooCommerce is used all over the world. It's very common, it's open source, and it will help you put in both virtual downloadable and physical products. So you can decide what kind of product you want. You can also have subscription-based products. So the initial plugin is free to download, and then you just activate it and configure it with your payment processor. The payment processor that I use personally is PayPal. I've used it for years and it calculates all the tax for me. And so that works pretty well. You can also use Stripe or any other payment processor that you'd like. Now, I learned by doing, and so I am a little bit of a nerd, and so I like systems, and I set up all of my systems myself. And I watched a lot of documentation videos and YouTube videos, and then I created my own documentation. So I have a technical writing background, and I wrote my own manuals and documentation. And then I used either Loom, which is a screen capturing system that you can get for free, or later on I upgraded to Camtasia. And that allows me to do short demo videos and tech demos that people can watch and follow the steps. It's kind of like a look over my shoulder. And so I have many, many videos, and I'll talk about later how you can get access to those videos. Now, I'd like to introduce WooCommerce Made Easy. So yes, you could set up your shopping cart all by yourself and do all the research yourself, but it probably will take longer than 4 weeks and you might run into some of those pitfalls. So I've created a program that will help you put all this together quickly and easily. So in WooCommerce Made Easy, you'll get 4 modules with step-by-step instructions on how you can successfully launch your shopping cart and your products there. So we'll be going over how to set up WooCommerce, how to integrate it, to take payments, how to create products that sell, not just any old product, but products that sell and help with your business, and then testing and optimizing your sales funnel. Now, this also includes 4 live sessions with me. So you'll get my personal support and experience from your questions as you're launching. Sometimes the first launch can be a little bit bumpy, and so it helps to have somebody experienced to walk you through things. You'll also get access to case studies so you can avoid those pitfalls and tech snafus that business owners sometimes fall into. And you'll also get access to timelines and checklists that I've created. So whether you're doing this yourself and setting up your technology to save a little bit of money, or you're outsourcing it, you can follow those checklists and make sure that you're not missing anything. Now, the total value of this is $1,300, and that includes the modules, the live sessions, the case studies, and the checklists and timeline. But you're also going to get 4 big bonuses when you buy right now. So the first one is a private Facebook group, and I am a tech coach, so I'm known as the tech coach Gina in Christina Hill's website creation workshops. And so I'm used to supporting people in Facebook groups, and this is a huge value. It's probably more than $300, but I like to put some kind of measurement on it, and it really is helpful to get support and encouragement, not only from the instructor, but from other people who are going through a launch as well. Now, the second thing is unlimited email support. So that goes along with the Facebook group. And so you can email me. If you don't feel comfortable posting something in that private Facebook group, you can email me directly. And during the time of the course, I'll answer you. So this is unlimited. It doesn't matter how many questions you have, I'm there to support you. So you'll also get this course called Master the Launch. So I talked about WP Affiliate. And so if you're wanting to know how to quickly set that up so that affiliates can promote you, you can do that with the steps in Master the Launch. And the final bonus is a step-by-step video library. So I have this huge collection of videos from commonly used systems that I've set up, systems that I use personally. And so it doesn't really matter what you're using. A lot of the concepts really carry over to different systems. So that's really helpful too if you're working with the virtual assistant, because they can watch the videos and follow the steps for you if you're not techie. So the bonus total is $1,400. So that's a really great value for everything that you're getting here. Now, another bonus, let's talk about this a little bit more in depth. So the Master the Launch course will give you step-by-step instructions. So like I said, you don't have to do this yourself if you're not techie. So you could delegate it to a VA, and they're usually happy to do this for you. And so if they don't have a lot of experience, but you trust them, then they can watch the videos. And this can also teach them how to create those affiliate links and test them. So there's over 10 manuals. I think that's kind of a conservative number. I have a lot of different manuals on different systems, so you'll get access to all of that. Now, here is an example of a tutorial. So we talked about testing a little bit, but in a nutshell, what you're doing is you're signing yourself up as an affiliate for your course or product. You can change the price to $1, or you could create a coupon code that expires. And so it can be just for testing purposes. You'll opt in to your free gift, make sure you get that thank you page, and then buy the product. So you don't want to clear your browser while you're doing this. You want to make sure that you're using the same browser when you buy the product at that test price. And then you'll verify that you get the sales confirmation, and then go into WP affiliate and it tracks the commission. So you'll want to make sure that all of that is working. And if you didn't create a coupon code, you want to change the price back so that people don't end up getting your product for $1. So let's recap. With WooCommerce Made Easy, you're going to get those 4 step-by-step modules, 4 live trainings with me, case studies, timelines, checklists, unlimited email support, the Facebook group, the Master the Launch course, and all of my manuals in my video library. So that totals $2,800, but you're not going to pay that today. So if you buy today, you're going to pay only $397. So this is on sale, $100 off. Now here's what Jerry said. I trained her and her VA, who was actually, I think, her niece. And so her niece didn't necessarily know One Shopping Cart, but she took her course with Jerry. And so they both knew the steps of the launch and what needed to be completed. So they got access to that learning library, the 4 modules and the Facebook group, and had a lot of success that way. Now, Moira says that she and her husband took my courses, and that really helped her launch her programs and products. And she really liked working with me personally because I'm interested in investing in you and helping you. So I'm just that kind of person. I love helping people. And so I'm always happy to support you in whatever you're doing. Now, Kat says this is packed with good information. So she didn't even watch all the videos, but she got a lot of support just in the Facebook group alone. So it just depends on your style of learning, and I'm happy to support you either way. Now, one of the great things that I have in this course is the pricing calculator. So if you're not sure what to price your course, I have a handy spreadsheet that will help you track the sales and the other products that you might be offering concurrently with your launch. And that really helps you determine the price of your course or product. Now, Duncan got 25 students in his launch, and he had tried many, many times before to launch. He is a stress management instructor, and so he offered in-person classes for a long time, but just was never able to deliver what he knew in an online format. So he took my course and got 25 students in his first launch, which was excellent. And I almost forgot, we talked about a virtual assistant. So if you're not techie, you can take this as a 2-for-1 deal. So you can get access to this course so that you know what to delegate to your VA, and your VA will also get access to all of the course materials and videos. So don't wait, save time and frustration, launch quickly and easily with your shopping cart. Use this training many times over to rinse and repeat, and don't break your budget. And best of all, enrollment is risk-free. So I'm so confident that you're going to get good results with this, that I'm giving a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I do want you to at least try the lessons and the assignments. So you'll have to at least make an attempt, because I know sometimes people buy things and they sort of forget they bought them. So I do, as a just instructional person, want you to be successful by trying the assignments first. Now you'll also get a bonus, and this is time sensitive, but if you invest before the end of this webinar launch, then you will also get a live one-on-one done for you session with me. So that means I'll log into your website or your system and help you get something finally done. And so this is a great value, and I will personally meet with you and help you towards that next step. So WooCommerce Made Easy, you can grab it for just $3.97 today at techdone4you.com/WooCommerce-made-easy. All right, so let me know if you have questions. I will stick around in the Facebook group. I have a business owners who optimize technology Facebook group, so you can always post questions there. And I hope to see you in the course. Bye, everyone.